Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
So, G5, huh? I haven't really dedicated a whole video on the channel to talking about it, just because there's really nowhere to start. As of when I write this, there's no trailer, and I'm way too slow on these things to pick apart every single little leak or reveal that Hasbro's been doing.
What you know about roll?
I think the only thing I can do now is get excited. Despite the whining and the QAnon Season 10 Lauren Faust 2024 conspiracies, it's happening. The future is almost here. The release date of September 24th of this year is slowly marching towards us, with everybody speculating and counting down the days like they're waiting for Christmas. Hasbro's watching, Hasbro's waiting, every pony celebrating. If you want my thoughts on G5, it could be good. Given the 3D art style, they're obviously trying to capture the Paw Patrol, PJ Masks, Disney's Frozen demographic for the sake of merchandising, and by that I mean little kids in 2021. But I think they're at least going to try with it. The writer-director team isn't anything too exceptional. Robert Cullen, the director, worked on some MLP stuff in the past, as well as some other animated stuff like The Amazing World of Gumball and Foster's Home. Same goes for the other two writers, having a bit of experience with MLP. The way this movie is cast, I don't really feel like they were going by the amount of star power they could get. Our main cast aren't really A-listers, or even out of touch with cartoon stuff. Kimiko Glenn, Phil Lamar, Sophia Carson have all done some notable voiceover roles. Lisa Kashi, a YouTuber I think, and James Marsden, the white guy from the Sonic movie. They might be bigger names, but they both have experience with animation. It's not like Trolls or your average Illumination movie where they just cast pop stars in all the main roles. Imagine being James Marsden, being in the Sonic movie and then a year later in the My Little Pony movie.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch!
Hopefully our new cast doesn't incur the wrath of the ever so turbulent My Little Pony fandom, which is exactly what I want to talk about this evening. Not the potential Twitter harassment, just the fandom in general. More specifically, how will G5 affect the MLP community as we know it? I mean, it's the start of a whole new generation of the franchise. If G4 can spawn an entire subculture that took over the internet for a good 2 or 3 years, what can G5 do? Or what will G5 do? Will we get some sort of revival, or will it just stay the same? Personally, I would love if ponies were able to come take over the internet again, even if only for a bit, but that means G5 would have to capture people's hearts the way G4 did. G4, I've said it, Jenny Nicholson said it, was at the right place at the right time. It was a fun show that internet people could get behind and relate to. One scene specifically shows this, where Twilight talks to Fluttershy for the first time. It captures that feeling of neat meets normie that 4chan members and general internet culture ate up. People like to say that the initial boost in popularity that MLP had on 4chan was ironic, but it was not. EcchiMane, who helped give me a lot of ideas for this video and who I'll be plugging later, passed along these archives from almost 11 years ago. These people love ponies. What that initial hype for ponies spawned was something of an artistic renaissance. You see, you laugh at that now, but girly, you had to be there. 2011 to 2014, the golden age. The amount of content that's ingrained into the cultural zeitgeist of the internet is insane. There's no place to even start. If you wanted to write your own version of We Didn't Start the Fire but about brony culture, you totally could. It was the best fandom to be in for animations, music, fanfictions, memes, etc. Off the top of my head, there's so much. Don't Mine at Night, 20% Cooler, Cupcakes, Rainbow Factory, Luna Game, Pony.mov, Friendship is Witchcraft, Yay, Discord, Anthropology, Peking, Onion Ring. So many creators too that we know got their start during that boost. Saberspark and The Living Tombstone being two huge examples. This amount of content was what a lot of people who were into My Little Pony, including me, grew up on. My favorites were Friendship is Witchcraft and the Sonic vs. MLP series. Every month I would watch the Little Shy FIM Top 10 Pony videos. Every day I would check the pony category on icanhascheeseburger.com to see what people were posting about the latest episode. I owned the official Season 1 through 3 guidebook. Get on my level. Of course, everybody knows that Pony sort of fell off in the mid-2010s. I mentioned it in my last video. People were moving on to different things, and cringe culture was starting to gain traction, aka you can't enjoy anything that isn't mainstream anime or like Dark Souls. Though now it's a lot less prevalent and people mostly don't care, which is good. Where in the mid-2010s people would make fun of stuff from 2014 and before, and now we're all embracing it. The early 2010s have been coming back, something that I am so grateful for. Trollface, Doge, Rage Comics, Gamer Lingo have all come back because of ironic memes. Look at Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's, both games that in 2015 to 2017 people hated and were some of the main targets of cringe culture. But now they're back on top. They have a lot in common with MLP. They both had respective communities for animation, music, and huge communities for people on YouTube just talking about them. My Little Pony might be more niche, but there's no doubt that there's some overlap between those fandoms and MLP. Not only do you have stuff like Don't Mind at Night, but a few of the popular pony musicians went on to doing FNAF songs in 2014. Heck, The Living Tombstone became known for that. Both of them were brought back through memes. Playing Minecraft ironically? Not anymore. Man, remember that one Five Nights at Freddy's song? Remember how good the games were? See where I'm going here? It's sort of already happening, actually. A while ago, the Discord song was trending on TikTok, much to the dismay of Bronies who have the mindset of a 14-year-old Redditor who calls every girl in their AG2 class a thought. Pony song on the cringe app, huh? But listen to me, TikTok is a large platform. Remnants of Brony culture are starting to seep into there. There's already a whole Crack.com article about it. You've got Discord, jar memes, more to twy, friendship is witchcraft, entropy all popping up on the For You page. For all the boomers in the audience, that's like your recommended. It's not like your follow page, it's like the bar on the side of YouTube videos, but it's like a whole timeline. Half that stuff is circulated by people who remember experiencing it when they were younger. The people rediscovering MLP stuff on TikTok now are the same ones who were the target audience for the show when it was coming out. Also, you've got tons of new pony creators popping up. There's Unicorn Toy Box, a longtime Brony, now an avid doll and MLP figure collector, EcchiMane, who does MLP comedy skits, Pony Whore, who makes the most insane stuff, and Crooked Beetles, who spawned like an entire subgenre of pony art content. As well as your typical cosplay and CapCut PMVs, but you can really start to see a community forming here. All with this sort of post-ironic appreciation for old school Brony stuff. Let's take that pin out. We know it's silly, and yeah, cringe, but that's part of the fun of it. Look at it this way. In a perfect world, the phrase join the herd would become the next Gamers Rise Up. And that's not to say that the old school MLP fandom is dead, Equestria Daily and Derpy Buru haven't gotten taken down, and you still have MLP content creators making traditional stuff on YouTube. Sawtooth Waves, Lightning Bliss, Dr. Wolf, Mad Munchkin, Little Shy FIM being a few examples. It's thriving in its own way, but not really evolving or changing with the times. But where does G5 come in? G5, if it manages to do good, might ignite some sort of spark of nostalgia in people who grew up with FIM. It'll get people talking about ponies again, especially young people around my age. If ponies were already starting to get popular on TikTok again, imagine what it'll be like for Zoomers to have a brand new pony thing to discuss, make fan art, animations, music for, cosplay, fanfic, whatever. It'll breathe new life into the fandom, with new people coming in, old people coming back, and everyone else having something new to talk about. Will it be as big as it was in 2013, or a direct repeat of that hype? Probably not. It'll be a lot different. It's a new generation after all. New platforms, new trends, overall a different culture than the 2010s, and there will definitely be some sort of clash between old fans and new fans. Hopefully it won't be as bad as something like Star Wars or The Last Airbender, but you never know. And yes, there'll still be conventions.
It smells sour like funky.
Which I'm excited for, because when I was younger I never got to go to one. Since we can all go outside again, a few of them have been starting up. But you know, the fact that there are conventions is sort of just because they were a thing in the past. You don't see any cons popping up for specific cartoons or franchises anymore. There's no Steven Universe convention or like the Owl House convention. She-Ra convention I would go to. I'd go to that. It'll take some time to see what happens. Maybe all the stuff I predicted in this video won't happen, G5 will flop and the fandom will die out for good with only a few sites dedicated to ponies. Maybe it'll be bigger than G4. Maybe only Zoomers will like G5 and everyone will sort of resent G4 as the one gen that all the weirdos like. I can't say for sure. The big takeaway from this video? Download TikTok and follow me on there. Also, while you're doing that, make sure to subscribe and click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos or live streams. Did you know that only sexy people are subscribed to my channel? It's true. Look it up. If we contribute to that percentage, maybe we'll be able to reach my goal of 10,000 subs by the end of the summer. I also forgot to mention that I'm going to be doing Art Fight this year, well I currently am, so if you want to get on there and attack me or just participate with me, that would make me really happy. All the art I've gotten so far on there is super good and everybody is so talented. I really want to see more of your guys' stuff. And also, I'm going to try and attack people every day, so look out for that. I've seen so many creative OC designs, it's great. I love it. It's good. Get on there. Do it. I can't think of a better outro. So until next time, goodbye.